What's good, YouTube? We're fucking back. Just crushed a killer workout in this shit condo gym. And I just want to talk about today, how can you truly expect to win in life if you aren't willing to take any risks? If you aren't willing to go all out on whatever it is that you set out to do? How do you expect to win? How are you going to get the reward? You're going to get the success. You're going to get the business, the female, the shape, the family, whatever it is that you want to get. How do you expect to get there if you aren't willing to go through any risks? If you aren't willing to try and fail and keep failing religiously and keep getting up and keep giving it your all, how can you do that? How do you expect to have results? How do you expect to have an insane life with no restrictions, where you can do anything that you want, where you can succeed, where you can get everything at the click of a fucking fingers, if you aren't willing to fail? How can you do that? And the answer is you can't. So many people in my family, people that I grew up with, they're like, James, just come back home. You're in Thailand, you've been there for too long, just come back home. You've not got any money. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because I know where I want to get to in life, and I will never ever give up. I don't care how bad my situation is right now, because I'm in hell right now. I'm in one of the worst situations I've ever been in my life, and I simply don't give a fuck. I simply stopped caring. I stopped caring months ago, because I realized I'm going to give it my all every single solitary day. I'm going to show up. I'm going to try as hard as I can, and I will never ever fail. Failure is only a mindset. If you accept failure, you fail. If you never accept failure, if you keep trying and never quit, how can you ever fail? If you don't quit, failure is impossible, and you will never ever so-called fail. So you just have to keep trying over and over and over again. You're gonna try, you're gonna fail, you're gonna try, you're gonna fail. And if you do that enough times, you will succeed, but you only fail when you quit. So I ask you a question right now. No matter how bad your situation is, what's going to be worth it? Quitting and living an entire life mediocre, having a mediocre girlfriend, not being in shape, having a shit job, a shit family, in a shit country, or if you keep trying over and over and over again, and you finally succeed, and you get that life that you want, you get the money that you want, you get everything that you set out to do. You can get all of it. You can have everything that you want if you keep trying, and if you never ever quit. And that's where I am right now. I will never quit on myself, because I know the life that I want, the life that I've got right now. I live in Thailand, I'm in incredible shape, I make money online, my girlfriend, I've got a fit as fuck girlfriend. Why would I ever stop? Why would I ever quit? That's what's keeping me accountable every single day. I look at the things around me, I look at the people around me, I look at the people that I take care of. How could I ever quit? I was just imagining when I was just doing my workout, I was just doing my sets. I take myself to hell in my workouts, because that is one of the only things that's going to let all my aggression out, that's going to let me keep going every single day. I imagine those dark times. I imagine the times where I'm in right now. I imagine situations where your girlfriend leaves you, you're heartbroken, you run out of money. Whatever situation turns that fire on inside of you, I imagine all of those every single time I work out. And then you end up like this. You've had a killer pump, and you feel amazing, and you just enter flow state where there's no problems in the world. It doesn't matter what's going off right now, because in a year, this won't matter, and this problem will be so small, because this time next year, I'll be making 50,000 a month. I'll be on top of the fucking world because of days like this, where I don't necessarily have a lot, and I'm giving it my energy. With a mindset like that, how could I ever fail? If I know where I want to go, if I've got the exact directions, I've got the map in front of me, all you need to do is walk that path. All you need to do is keep going over and over again, and you will get there. And that's what I tell all of my clients. It doesn't matter how shit the week's been. It doesn't matter what you're going through mentally. It doesn't matter about anything. You have to be present in the moment, and you have to give it your all every single day. And that's how I'm going to get out of my situation. That's how I'm going to pull myself out of this situation right now, because I'm going harder than ever. I thought I was trying harder last month, or the month before, but quite simply compared to what I'm doing right now, that isn't anything. That is a complete bullshit. That's what I would do on a rest day, because I have to up the intensity. If you want to get a different result in life, if you want to live a crazy life, you're going to have to fucking do something different. You're going to have to cut those hours out of your sleep. You're going to have to lock more in with your nutrition. You're going to have to train harder than ever and take it to places in your mind where you've never been before, because that's where the potential is. You have to take it to the next level where everything's going wrong. Everything could be going wrong for you right now. But if you use that to your advantage, how could you ever fail? How could you ever possibly fail if your mind is that unbreakable that no matter what happens, no matter what situation you encounter in life, you will keep going regardless? It doesn't matter if someone's fucking died. If you keep going, if you keep showing up and trying, you're going to be granted that reward at the end of the day. And it might be in a year, and it might be in 2 years. You need to find your purpose and solidify that. Put it into concrete, write it out in fucking concrete, and go after it. Because the life you want is out there. Everything you want right now is out there. Everybody wants my life. They text me on Instagram, you're living the dream life. Go and do this, go and do that. I don't want to. I want to work. I want to give my purpose. I want to teach people. I want to coach people. That's all I want to do. I don't care about anything else. I truly don't. This is my purpose, to help as many as you as possible, to help you build that unbreakable mindset. So no matter what situation you're going through, even like me right now, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Now that doesn't mean go and do drugs, go and drink and fuck your life up. It means nothing matters, but let's keep pushing for more. It doesn't matter about my problems in situations, because you're going to use those as anger, as fuel, as motivation to keep moving forward every single day. And that's how you win. Guys, that is how I'm going to win. And that's how I'm going to take over on YouTube. This is my new channel. You're going to watch this, probably have 20, 30k by the end of the year. Because I am telling you exactly what I'm doing and what is working for me. You might say, why did I listen to you, James? I moved to Thailand when I was 18. Made over 10k in a month. You can fucking listen to me. So it doesn't matter. I have the proof. I've changed people's lives. I've changed my own life. And I'm going to continue to do so. So it doesn't matter what roadblocks there. It doesn't matter how many punches I have to keep dodging. I'm going to keep dodging the best of my ability, my entire life, and I'm going to fucking win, and I'm going to take over. And you need that same mindset. That's the mindset you need to win. So I want to leave the video at that, but that's the mindset you need to take over in life. And if you're struggling with your mindset, if you're struggling with your fitness, your nutrition, just having that overall drive in your life, follow my Instagram and DM me the word coach. And let's get you on the program, and let's build that unbreakable mindset and build that crazy physique that it doesn't matter, no matter what problem comes to you in life, you can overcome that and you will succeed and elevate out of that situation. I want to help you get there. So if you want the help, DM me on Instagram, coach, and I will get you started. Or I'll leave a link in my description. You can book a call with me. Just know it's going to cost you. There's going to be a financial investment.